Hello my yogi friends, Vicky Saito here. Welcome back to day 2 of our spring backbend challenge. Today we will move through a more intermediate flow, preparing our whole body for bigger backbends. Let's begin on our backs. So bring yourself all the way back to your spine, lengthen your legs, lengthen your arms with the palms face up. Good, so just take a couple breaths in here, lengthen the arms up above your head, reach through your whole body and just sense the length of your bones, the length of your spine. Inhale and then exhale, relax everything. Just let all your bones fall back into your mat, into the floor, into the supports. Again, inhale, sweep the arms above you or reach long through your bones. And then exhale, relax completely. Good. One more time, inhale, reach. And exhale, this time hug your knees into your chest. Lift the head, lift the shoulders. Nice big squeeze. And then exhale, lengthen the legs, lengthen the arms. Big, long breath in again. Exhale, hug the knees in, lift the shoulders, lift the head. Good. One more time, inhale, reach long. And exhale, hug inward. Nice. We're going to set the feet down now in preparation for bridge pose. Palms are going to be face down, down by your feet. Take a breath in, fill the belly like we talked about in the first video. And with your exhale, draw the navel down as you press through the feet, extend out through the knees. You can walk the shoulder blades together, interlace your fingers here. And as you press down with the feet, remember, fill the whole front body with breath. And then with your exhale, draw the navel in, lift the tailbone. Maybe even press down and forward with your heels. Good, one more time. Inhale, fill the belly. Fill the lungs. Exhale, this time release the spine. Hug the knees into your chest. Good. And then you can take the legs up towards the ceiling. Good. Create little circles on the ceiling here. We're going to begin to invite the core muscles, deep core muscles to kick in. Reverse your circles. It's really important that when we practice backbending that we take time to strengthen the core, time to lengthen the front of the hip flexors and the back of the pelvis. Cross your right thigh over your left thigh now. Reach up and use your hands to hug the legs in. Feel free to even gently rock side to side if that feels good to you. Big breath in and long breath out here. Relax the shoulders. One more time, full breath in. And exhale, full breath out. Good. You can release both knees over to the left. Notice how this feels to your spine. Twists are so good for the spine. Nice full breath in and relax across the chest. Relax that right shoulder. You'll feel a nice stretch here from your low back all the way across the outer hip and down the outer right leg. Good. Inhale, and with your exhale, bring the legs back up, extend the legs to the sky, and create circles again. Maybe 3 circles to the right, and then 3 circles to the left. Really sensing how the core muscles are supporting your legs. Good. This time, cross the left thigh over the right, hug the knees into your chest, pull the elbows back. Good. So if you ground back with your shoulder blades, the chest can stay relaxed and open. Nice full breath in here. And long breath out. You can find Ujjayi Pranayama if you're familiar with that. Listening to your own breath can be very meditative and very connecting. Allow you to stay very connected to your body. When you're ready now, take both knees over to the right. Relax the left arm out to the left. always like to explore how deeply can I breathe in and how much more can I relax and let go of when I breathe out. Nice. Slowly come on back to center. Let's find a happy baby pose. Reach up and grasp the big toes. Let your knees drop out towards your shoulders. Feel free to gently rock side to side. This is a great warm-up stretch for the hamstrings. It's not stressful on the back. Good. And then when you're ready, fold the feet in and your knees in. And let's roll right up to sitting. Plant the feet now, lift the chest. As you pull your elbows back, take a breath in. As you exhale, lean back, draw your chin towards your chest, draw the navel strongly inward, and then continue. Inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, draw the navel center in. Good. Sometimes I call this a sitting cat and cow pose. If ever you have wrist issues or an injury in your shoulder, your elbows, this is a great alternative to warming up your spine. Lengthening the muscles along the back of the spine, lengthening the muscles on the front body. Good. One more time here. Exhale and inhale. Good. From here, with the exhale, we're going to curl in, lift the feet, and roll back, and then roll up and try to balance. Again, strengthening core muscles is really important for back bending. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the heart as you balance. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift you. Exhale, chin to chest. Keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears. Exhale, back. Inhale to rise. Good. A couple more times. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. And last time, back. Good. And then see if you can just cross at the ankles, come around to the hands and knees. Sometimes you gotta fix your mat. There we go. Place your hands right underneath your shoulders. We're gonna come into what I call a moving cat and cow combination. So we're gonna start in cow pose, lift the eye gaze, press down strongly with the hands, lift the sitting bones. So you feel the arc in the back here. Shift the hips back towards child's pose. And with your exhale, round the spine up through cat pose. Shift all the way back until the shoulders land right above the wrists. And then reverse. Cow pose on the way back. Inhale as you shift. Exhale as you round forward. Good. Couple more times like that. Inhale, take your breath with you. Exhale, forward. Again, beautiful way to warm up the spine, bring flexibility and mobility to all the vertebrae. This time, as you come to tabletop with your hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees under the hips, take your right arm way to the front edge of your mat. Release your forehead to the mat. Left forearm can touch down, and the hips are right above the knees. So this is what we call puppy pose. Rest your forehead. Breathe here into that whole right armpit, right side body. This is a great pose for warming up the shoulder girdle. When you're ready now, slowly slide the hips back towards the knees, or towards the heels. Round the spine up and extend the left arm this time. Rest the forehead. Right forearm comes to the mat. Find a nice steady breath here. Allow each exhalation to allow you to melt the chest a little closer to the floor. Nice, and then slowly slide the hips back. Good, round up to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, press back to plank pose. Good, so this is a really great core strengthening pose. Also really great for strengthening the back body. Good, feel free to shift slightly forward and back on the balls of the toes. And With the breath in, press down and forward with the hands, lift the hips, and just begin bringing some length to the back of the calves by walking your ankles, reaching one heel towards the floor and then the other. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor. For some people they do, and for many people they don't. Good, and then pause. Attempt to reach both heels towards the mat, lift the sitting bones, lengthen the side body by pressing down and forward. Good, bend the knees now, look forward, walk the feet to the top of the mat, and we're going to stay folded forward in Uttanasana, or forward fold. Feel free to keep the knees slightly bent. And just find your breath upside down. Really feel the length and the weight of your spine. Feel free to turn the head left and right, forward and back. Good. And with the breath in now, root down through the feet, press through the feet, uncurl the spine, sweep the arms above you. Inhale. Maybe there's a little back bend on top. And then exhale the hands to your heart center. Good. Let's warm up the shoulders a little bit here with eagle arms. Take your arms back. Shoulder blades are going to move towards each other. Cross now your right arm over your left. Weave the forearms. Lift the elbows away from the chest. Good. So just pausing here, holding the arms like this. Take a breath in and really sense the space between the shoulder blades. Okay? Many of us hold a lot of tension there, and this is a great arm position to help create awareness of that space. Good. So now what I'd like you to do is widen your feet stance to maybe as wide as your mat. And what we're going to do is what I call a standing spinal roll. So you're going to sit the hips back towards a chair, release the arms and release your head, and then round the spine up, letting your head be the last thing you stack on top. Good. Look up, maybe lift the elbows, inhale, sit the hips back, lower the chest and head, round the spine up. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, look up as you go down, kind of like cow pose, and then round the spine up. Good. Big circle with the arms, open the chest, and then touch the fingertips lightly to the mat. Good. Rise to halfway lift. Nice long collarbones. And exhale, fold down. Good. Place the hands. Step back to plank pose. Touch the knees down. And then slowly bend the elbows, come all the way to the belly. Roll the shoulders up and back now for cobra. Inhale, the heart open. And exhale, release down. Again, inhale, hug the elbows, root the feet, the knees, the tailbone, and exhale, release. Good, one more time. Inhale, really feel as though you're pulling your heart forward, and then exhale, touch down. Tuck the toes, rise to plank pose, come back to downward dog. Inhale, both heels towards the sky. Exhale, both heels towards your mat. Good. One more time. Inhale, float the heels away. And exhale, reach both heels down. With the breath in, float your right leg to the sky. Press down and forward. Reach through that right heel. Take a breath in here and sweep the right foot forward. Touch the left knee down. Untuck the toes here and rise up to Anjaneyasana. Good, so we're going to twist to the right with the breath in. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale the arms up, and then twist to the left. Good. Inhale the arms up, exhale to the right. One more time, inhale up, and twist to the left. Beautiful. As you lift the arms up here, release the hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn your right toes out. And just begin to shift forward. So as you do this, you want to really pay attention to not letting that right hip go out to the right. You want to pull the right hip back towards your left heel and hug your right knee in towards your shoulder. Good. Some of you, if it feels good to you, you can press back through that left heel, or you can come to the forearms, whichever feels best to you. You can always use a block underneath your hands as well. Good. Take a breath in now, tuck the back toes under. Exhale back to downward dog. Good. Reach down through the heels. Press down and forward with the hands. Nice. Float the left leg to the sky this time. Keeping that equal energy down through the arms, out through the hands. Sweep the left foot forward, touch the right knee to the mat. Good, we're going to sweep the arms up. Good, and the twist this time is going to start to the left. Left arm goes back. See if you can look back at that left hand. Inhale the arms up, and then look to the right. Good, inhale up. Pelvis stays fairly quiet here. You're not doing a lot of movement in the pelvis. It's pretty stable. We're really attempting to bring some attention to the upper back. Good, inhale up. Touch the hands to the mat. Turn the left toes out this time. You may like to move this foot forward, depending on the length of your hamstrings. Good. And again, if that hip wants to go way out to the right, I want you to pull it in and back. Navel is slightly toned, navel center, belly center. Good. Know that you can tuck the back toes and reach back for a little more length through the quads, hip flexors. Reach back through that heel and you'll sense those quads a little bit more. Nice. And then press down with the hands. Come back to downward dog. Good. Inhale forward to plank pose. Feel free now to touch the knees down if you'd like, or come through full Chaturanga Dandasana. Roll the shoulders up and back now. Interlace the fingers for salabhasana. Lift the legs. Reach out through your feet bones. Let the back of the neck be nice and even with the front by letting your eye gaze be down towards the floor. Every exhalation, remember, is drawing your navel up towards the spine. From here, take your arms out to the sides, turn your palms forward. We're going to find an external rotation with the arm bones. So thumbs are up. Take your arms forward. And then take your arms back to the side. Rotate your arm bones. Bring the hands back so the palms are facing the ceiling. Good. One more time. Out to the side. Rotate the arm bones. Bring them forward. Back to the side. And then palms come back to the mat. Release your feet. Tuck the toes. Rise to plank pose. Inhale back to downward dog. Smooth out your breathing here. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Even here in downward dog pose, at the end of each exhalation, you want to draw the navel upward and inward. Bend the knees. Either step or hop. You could always hop the feet to the top of the mat. Halfway lift here, inhale. And exhale, fold down. Uttanasana. Sweep the arms wide, rise all the way up. Inhale. Little back bend maybe. Exhale the hands to your heart. Good. So again, make your feet as wide as the mat. Open the chest. Big breath in. Cross the left arm on top of the right this time. Weave the forearms for those eagle arms. And see if you can lift your elbows, upper arm bones away from your chest. That way you'll feel that broadening of your shoulder blades on the upper back. Good, so the feet are nice and wide. Standing spinal roll, we sit back with the breath in. Exhale, press through the heels to uncurl the spine nice and slowly. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the eye gaze, sit back. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. One more time, inhale. And exhale up. Good, big circle with the arms, open the chest, and touch the fingertips back to the mat. Good, halfway lift, lengthen the spine forward. Good, exhale, place the hands, step back to plank pose. Good, inhale up to downward dog. Exhale your heels towards the mat. Float the right leg to the sky, stack the right hip on top of the left and bend the knee. So resting here with the right knee extending. The low back is nice and supported by every exhalation. Good, inhale here, sweep the right foot forward and rise to upward lunge. So we're gonna come up to a standing lunge, the back heel is high. Relax the shoulders. Good, so from here we're gonna create fist hands and open the chest by drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Good, inhale the arms up. And exhale, pull the elbows back, lift the heart, maybe lift the eye gaze. Inhale one more time, look forward, and then exhale, pull the elbows back and down. Nice. Inhale to rise up, watch the hands touch down, step to plank pose, lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. This time as you rise, we're going to come to seal pose, which is on your knees. So your knees and feet are on the ground, lower belly is nice and engaged, so you don't want to be hanging out here like this. Engage the lower belly, knees are on the ground. This is just another version of heart opener back bend, okay? So tuck the toes under, press back to plank, and back to downward dog. With the breath in, flip the left leg to the sky. Exhale as you step the left foot forward, press down to rise up to your upward lunge. Settle here into the pose, relax the shoulders. Good. Again, with fist hands, you're going to pretend like you're pulling down and back. Good. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, lift the center of the chest, root the tailbone down. Lower belly is nice and toned. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, pull back and down. Beautiful. Inhale, watch the hands come back to the mat. Step to plank pose. Either push back to downward dog, or you could touch the knees down, or come through full plank all the way down. Good. This time, reach back, grasp your feet. I'm going to come into bow pose. So with this pose, you're going to grasp the feet, push the feet towards the wall behind you, or towards the ceiling. But again, find that breathing pattern where even here, at the end of your exhale, you want to draw your navel up and in. Big expansive in-breath. Exhale, draw the navel in. Good, one more breath cycle here. And exhale, release. Turn a cheek to the side now, release the feet, relax the shoulders. And just let your whole body rest for a couple breaths. Very nice. And place the hands by the rib cage once again. Turn the eye gaze down. Inhale up to tabletop and back to plank pose. Inhale up to downward dog. Good. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop both feet to the top of the mat. Rise to halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, fold down. Good. Sweep the arms wide, rise all the way up. Little back bend here. Hands come back to the heart. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, forward fold and down. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthens the spine. Good. Exhale, place the hands, step to plank pose. Nice. Touch both knees down. Shift the hips back to child's pose. Walk the hands way out in front of you. Rest the forehead. With your next inhale, rise up to tabletop. Shift one knee forward and bring the other leg around. We're going to make our way back to our back for bridge pose. So slowly lower down. Place the feet parallel with each other and directly underneath your knees. Your hands are going to come down by your hips and by your feet. Take a nice full breath into your belly and your whole chest. And with your exhale, press down through the hole of each foot. Walk the shoulder blades towards each other, interlace the fingers. And as you rest here in Setu Bandha or bridge pose, begin to sense the strength of the back of your legs, the back of the pelvis, the whole back. And see if you can relax the muscles around your neck. You don't necessarily want to turn your head when you're in this position. You want to keep your eye gaze looking straight up. Good. Slowly release your hands, broaden your shoulder blades, release the spine and the pelvis back to the mat. Good. Feel free to hug your knees in. You can gently rock side to side. Good. We have lots of back bending abilities in yoga that are so good for the spine. This one, if you'd like to try plow pose, we're going to take the legs up and over the head. The most important thing is you want to keep your eye gaze looking straight up and not turn your head left and right, okay? So you can place your hands on the mat, lift the legs up and over. Maybe your feet will touch the ground and maybe not. Maybe your knees will touch the ground. But to start with, press down with the hands. You might walk the shoulder blades a little closer. You could also use your hands on the back of your pelvis. Just observe your breathing here in this position. It may feel a little more restricted because of the contraction in the front of the body. So see if you can really expand through the back of your lungs when you breathe here. You may even be able to feel your breath come all the way into your hands at your low back. Nice and slow release, using your belly muscles to slowly uncurl the spine and set the feet back to the mat. Good. So from here, bring the hands back close to the feet, to the hips. Take a breath in, and with your exhale, press down, lift the hips, but this time walk your feet closer together. We're going to take the right leg to the sky now, flex the foot, lower the pelvis, barely touch the back of the sacrum, press through that left foot, and then reach the right foot forward so that that right thigh bone is level with the left thigh bone. Lift the right leg back again, and then set the foot down. Inhale the left leg, flex the foot, press strongly through the right foot. Take the left leg forward, extend it, and then back to the sky, flex the foot, and then set it down. Good, release the pelvis, and then hug the knees in again. You can find happy baby pose. That's a really good strengthener for all the muscles that support us when we go up into a full back bend. We'll go up into full back bends in the final video, okay? So as you bring your feet back together and knees back together, take the legs up and over one more time to plow pose. You can have your hands down on the mat. Again, supporting, maybe lifting your hips a little bit out of the shoulders. Find your breath. Press back through the heels to bring more length to the back of the hamstrings, back of the calves. And then very slowly uncurl the spine, using the belly muscles to bring the legs and feet back to the mat. Good. This time, place your feet about as wide as your mat. Just rest with your palms face up and begin to take the knees like windshield wipers, left and right. You can also take your head left and right too, in the same direction as the knees. Sometimes when we do bridge pose or plow pose, we're using those muscles at the top of the spine, around the cervical spine. So this is a nice release. Excellent. As you come back to center now, keep the left foot on the mat. Take the right leg to the sky. Cross the right ankle over the left knee and hug the left knee in. Good. You can gently rock side to side. You can make little circles on the back of the sacrum. Whatever feels good as a gentle massage for your low back. Good. And then as you release the arms, keep the legs in this figure 4 shape. Let both legs fall to the left until your right foot touches the floor. You can use your left hand to support that foot. And then relax your right shoulder and right arm out to the right. Nice big breath in, long breath out. Nice, one more breath cycle here. Lovely stretch for the QL, for the outer IT band, gluteal muscles. Take a breath in, come on back to center. Set the right foot down, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Hug the right knee in. Good, and you can gently, again, rock side to side, front to back. Really giving the low lumbar spine some attention. And then, when you're ready, let both legs go to the right. Left foot will be flat on the floor, and you might even create a little external rotation with that left thigh bone, so that knee may rise towards the ceiling. Slow, steady breath. And then slowly come on back to center. Roll to one side now, and I'll give you a nice resting pose that feels wonderful to the spine. We did this in the first video, where you place your upper back on a block here, and the back of your head on that block, and then you might like to have 2 other blocks nearby as we place our feet in Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Let your knees be supported by these blocks, and the back of your head supported, as well as the upper back. Remember, a good landmark for this block underneath the upper back is the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. You don't want to be in the lumbar spine. So rest now with the palms up. You can close your eyes. And this is a beautiful supported pose to help open up around the heart center. As you breathe in, really feel the 360-degree quality that your lungs provide for your breathing. And then allow allow every exhalation to soften you downward into the support of the blocks, the support of your mat, the support of the earth. As you continue just observing your breath, expanding you and softening you, begin to bring to mind that seed again, the seed that you would like to plant for yourself and let blossom and bloom this spring. It could be a desire to have more social time with friends. It could be a desire to get on your yoga mat every day and see what manifests from that. It could be planting a seed of meditation, practicing meditation daily, and then exploring what happens, what changes, how do these activities provide growth. In other words, what would you like to see manifest in your life this spring? As you begin to let your breath deepen now, draw your knees together, lengthen the legs all the way out, and then just let your legs fall open for a moment. Full breath in again, and as you exhale, you might like to bend your knees one more time. Slowly maneuver off the blocks to the side, and come on back up to sitting. Finding your meditation seat here. Rest your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and just notice your spine. Notice the front of your chest, the effect of your yoga practice. Notice if your volume of breathing is a little deeper, a little more effortless. And with your next exhalation, you can draw your hands to your heart center for Anjali Mudra. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine. And with your exhale, release your chin towards your chest. With deep gratitude for this practice of yoga and for all the teachings, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.